Howdy, everyone. My name is Parker of Lady Liberty Coins, and this is my first NGC submission, or my first submission to any grading service. I submitted it on the 21st of October, if I recall correctly. Today is January 4th, and it arrived this morning. I'm just over the moon to get into this. So, without further ado, let's see how disappointed I am. I am prepared to be disappointed. I've been prepared for this from the testimony of many other people who pretty much universally declare. Oh, is it one of these that opens up? It opens up. The sort of universal experience of your first submission is it's a rough time. Your expectations are shattered. So. I will say I've not looked at any of these grades yet. I did, however, have my wife look at them just to get a sense of what I can expect. And she told me, look at that. It's a good thing I am the intended recipient. She told me that about half of them are details grades. I just wanted to know how many of them were. First one's details grade, isn't it? So let's just jump right in. I have the expectations that I had for these to the side here, and I'm going to try and show the coins off a little bit before we reveal the grade, and we'll just see how absurd my expectations were. So first and foremost, we can get you auto-focused here. There you go. So this is a 1941 Denver, I believe. Walking Liberty half. Yeah, Denver. Sorry, it's out of focus. I might have considered using the macro lens for this, but it has no autofocus. So this is as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. I expected all of these to be mint state, except for ones that were not like obviously beat up. So I expected this to be mint state. Let's see how I did. AU58. I'll take AU58, I suppose. There's a couple of bag marks and the like on this one. I'll see if I can get you guys some detail shots. We'll certainly do that for the details grades. Okay. Maybe I should do it this way so that it's not immediately obvious what the grade is. We'll do that. Okay. The rest of these are all going to be Morgan dollars, just so your expectations are set properly. We'll do this. Here we go. This is the 1890. There were a couple 1890s. This one is the C. Now, this is the tail bar. You can see it right there, that tail bar. I had this as a good 6. This is obviously not mint state. Most of these I expected to be mint. I was submitting them because they're in especially good condition. This one, obviously, I submitted just because it's a tail bar. I had this at a good 6. Let's see how we did. Good. Well, if that's got to be one of the details grades, that's okay with me, I suppose. It's still where are the scratch? I guess, I see them now. I will say, since I'm just getting started in this, most of y'all don't know me very well. I'm just getting started in my coin collecting, dealing journey. These will all or almost all be for sale, by the way, at ladylibertycoinco.com. You can also buy them on eBay. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I will meet up with you somewhere. They're on Craigslist and OfferUp also in those areas. But Lady Liberty Coin Co. And if you're within a reasonable driving distance, and really anywhere in the DFW area, there's free shipping. All right, let's see what we have here. This is Philadelphia 1890p. I had this in a mint state also. I really think that's got to be reasonable. When I submitted these, I think this is what I was starting to say. When I submitted these, I expected too much because I didn't really know very much yet. I didn't know how to spot cleaning and the like. But this doesn't look clean to me. This looks to be it's just a few bag marks. Let's see how we did. What do you think? Let's go. Okay. All right. So far, we're doing really well. AU that I expected to be, I'll take AU 58 instead of Mint State, and I don't care if a good 6 comes back as details. All right, this is a San Francisco Morgan. San Francisco 1889. What did I have that at? 89S. I had this at AU. Okay, so they weren't all quite Mint State. Let's see if I can pull this in any more for y'all. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think AU is reasonable. There's obviously weird toning going on in the back, so I don't know how they're going to take that. They might dig me for that. I'm going to guess this is one of the details ones. Go AU details. Cleaned. Yeah. Well, that's actually a little bit surprising to me. I don't see any hairlines. Could it just be because of that big, ugly mark? This is before I learned to dip coins. Of course, dipping coins is a dangerous thing to do. I don't really see any cleaning marks, but the toning I can get on board with. There's obviously something going on the back. All right, very good. Moving on. We have a Philadelphia 78. Oh, this could be interesting. So this is either reverse of 78 or 8 tail feathers. What do we got? You have to excuse me while I count my tail feathers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the reverse of 78. You can tell because the arrows on the eagle's talon are parallel as opposed to a little bit, well, not parallel. So F78, I had this at a Mint State also. I hope I'm right about that. And there's really nothing wrong with this that I can see. No scratches, obviously no weird toning. There's that mark on the wing right there. But I don't think that would be enough to avoid a straight grade. Come on, how we do? What? I'll have to look into that and let y'all know what I find. I don't see how that could be cleaned. Well, okay, maybe. There are a few. I don't see anything on the back, but the front, just for a second there, I thought I saw some hairlines. Right over here. All right. Yeah, San Francisco, Morgan, and 1878. I had 3 of these, 1878. I'm sorry, this is 79. I have 3 78S's in here somewhere. This one, I might actually not be wrong for this. I had a few of these that I thought were proof-like, and some of them were definitely just dipped. But that, I mean, that's, I could be forgiven for thinking that's proof-like. That is a good looking. That's a good looking coin. It's going to be hard for me to get some text in here to see if I can show you that you can read the text off of it at a certain distance. But I did try that with these before I sent them off. That's among the better looking ones. All right, let's see what we did. No details. 63. Well, now that I've seen, I don't know that when I first thought this was a proof like, I don't think I'd ever seen one before. Now that I have, I can see the difference a little bit more easily. But I will take a 63. That is a great looking coin. All right, up next, another Philadelphia. It is 78. 78p. So this has to be the 8 tail feathers then. Sure is. Look at that. 8 tail feathers. This one I had figured for VF. It's basically no detail on the eagle's breast there. And yeah, I mean, that's just clearly been worn past. Past XF. Hoping no details, though. Dadgummit, man. Oh, it is an XF. Okay. I forgot to mention, this is also a VAM. It's not a... The 14.1, I don't think, is a particularly big one. If I recall correctly, it has to do... Well, you can go to VAM World and look, but these tail feather, or not tail feathers, the wing feathers right under here, there's a few different dyes of that. Boy, how are they arriving at the notion that that's cleaned? I just don't see it. I'll have to get back under a loop with it, and I'll let you know what I find. Okay. This is a San Francisco. It is a 78S, so my guess was mint state. Looking at it again, I don't really see hairlines. I would suggest that it was cleaned at all. And without using magnification, I think this probably is going to straight grade. Man can hope. Maybe there are some scratches down here, but I would hope that would get excused. All right, here we go. AU55. Really? I would think that maybe I could be unk details, but that is... Well, I suppose the breast feathers have lost a little bit of detail. Okay, yeah, I sort of see it now. A little bit. All right, very good. Next up is an S. Yeah, see, this is what I thought a proof like looked like when I was just starting. So if you're just starting, take a good look at this. You see how it's like the light isn't helping you much, is it? You see how it's like ridiculously reflective? How it's just a mirror all across her face and everything? A proof like, or a proper proof, is going to be frosted on the details, and the fields will be reflective. When it's all super reflective like that, it's just been dipped, maybe even polished. So this is for sure going to be a cleaned. And I even knew that at the time a little bit, but I figured I'd take a shot since I was sending the other ones in too. I'm going to guess this is going to get unk, maybe AU clean. I'm going to go AU cleaned. AU details, yeah. Not a bad looking coin. It's just been clearly mistreated at some point. That's a nice looking one. San Francisco. This is one of my 78s. It is 78S. This one looks pretty good to me still. I think I would give that a... I'm going to stand by my first guess. I'm going to go MS. I'm going to go MS. I'm just trying to guess, mint state AU. I'm not going to try and guess numerical grades because I have a bad track record so far. Dadgummit, really? Well, once again, I've progressed a lot in my ability to pick stuff like cleaning out since I submitted these, and I'm not looking at them under magnification now. Camera's kind of in the way, so I'm looking at them from like a yard away, just about. I'll get some macro shots up in here of what I find. It just doesn't jump out at me. It's cleaned at all. All right. I can take it. I'm a man. I'm not going to get mad. You got to be good spirited about it because this is fun enough as it is. This is an 80S, I think I saw. Yeah. I thought this too was mint state. This one is weird though. You see the weird toning on that. I don't know quite enough about toning, but it's toning around like the details, you know, the stars and the finer parts of Miss Liberty's hair. Yeah, mostly in the lettering. So that could be given a details grade for. I know now that could be given a details grade for having strange toning. But all right, let's go ahead and have a look. 63. Wow. Well, shows what I know. It's not super questionable toning. Certainly not as bad as the one that we had earlier, where it was like very obviously had something done to it. But it is a noticeably better shape than the AUs for sure. All right, 3 more to go, boys. We got all the details grades out of the way. Surely. So Philadelphia, 86. Nicely toned, evenly toned. Sorry, I'll keep that in focus for you. Nice, even toning across the whole thing. I think this is going to straight grade, and I bet, just looking at it, I'm going to give that MS. I bet that makes MS. Can't have it all. You can't have it all. That is a great looking coin, though. AU, nice even toning. Not everybody likes toning, but if you do, that is a great one for you. Okay. San Francisco. Sorry. Bumped the camera. Don't get dizzy. ADS. One of these I thought was proof like. It might have been the polished one. I don't remember. This one is going to just be, I thought was mint state. I'm looking at it again now. I think it will straight grade. It doesn't look at all clean to me. Again, nicely toned. The toning would really betray cleaning. Well, maybe up here a little bit, but that looks more to me like bag marks. I can't tell without magnification. All right. What do you think? AU55. Yeah, that's about right. Looking good. I'm pretty happy with this, all in all. I really am. Even though I got way more details grades than I might have liked, I knew that I was going to get it on some of them. Some of them I was just testing. I was curious, and this one is a relatively, 1901P is a pretty good year. Obviously nowhere near mint. This is, what did I have this at? VF. I'd be very happy with this in VF. This might actually just get F. But I think it's going to straight grade. Let's see what we got here. Dadgummit. Well, I got to end on that note, NGC. That's not kind. I really have a hard time seeing the cleaning without getting under these with magnification. I will go back under these, or back over these with the loop, and I'll put some macro shots in here of what I can find. I sort of see it. Yeah. Well, anyhow, thus concludes my first grading submission as a collector collector dealer. Like I said, all of these will be available at LadyLibertyCoinCo.com. There we go. Of course, they're largely details grades, but they'll be priced appropriately. Pretty much just at gray sheet is how I'll price these. And these are mostly these are actually mostly picked from other dealers' stock. There's a few Craigslist deals that I pulled these together with. I should have told you who I got these from as I was going. That would have been nice. Next video, I guess. But anyhow, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for joining me on my journey as we try to build a coin dealing business, or at the very least have some fun collecting in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I'll catch you on the next one. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon.